should be good. Yep, so
yeah, we're getting the double thumbs up there. We're going to be moving on between these two here in losers. And honestly, yeah, you're talking about Axel on paper here. I think the theory also be able to snipe INO out of the air with these long-range normals, especially with the new buff on 6K to kind of give you a balance, give you a new combo and whatnot. You also get a hard knockdown on Snail. So there's a lot of opportunities I can see Axel getting.
Yep, yep. As well as, like, traditionally, this has been like a pretty solid matchup for across the years. So, you're going to be able to use that a little bit. Does not look much as we're getting into the early stages right here. There are some really two S's that we saw coming out from GSWC.
We're just letting things rip here so far. Both bursts have already been gone.
Yep. I mean, that's what you kind of want to do in the early stages of this game. You want to make sure that you can be able to control that screen space, especially for both of these players, where being able to have your game plan, have your lockdown is like super important.
And grip of damage already taken there on the other side.
Duel 2.
Pretty respectable. Looking for some preemptiveness this time, but no burst to kind of save this time. Be able to take all this damage in tow, but maybe account for the burst. Yeah, cut off the combo a little bit early there. As I say that, already the burst is spent.
K2D right there, going to be able to find that hard knockdown, continuing to keep the pressure, but a good 6 feet out of the pressure that's coming out from GSWC. Arti doing a very good job of trying to regain as much tempo as they can, but there you go, once Renson coming out, being able to stop a lot of that full screen movement, that's where INO can struggle.
Great defense there. Has to hold the Mad Love at the same time. And catches the deflect shield, and there we go. Okay, Arti doing great stuff with the INO so far, taking up 1 on the board.
Excellent stuff, and this may be showing a little bit of the unfamiliarity that GSWC has in playing Axel, right? Like, on paper, it might be a good matchup, it might be a character they've experienced in other games, but that might not fully transfer over into Strive, and you can already see it. They are picking their ANJ. This is the character that they are known for, not only in this game, but as well as a lot of their experience in Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R for the Windows Home computer.
Duel 1.
Just had to let you know. But yes, the experimentation is done. We were going to the tried and true main here, and we're, some kind of game plan. We're getting rid of the burst pretty early here. We're dive kicking. Throw out some note. I like the stall there coming out from GSWC. Knockdown. And if Anji hits you, it's been true throughout the whole entire game. Does a grip of damage.
Yes, yeah, and that is like the big thing with Anji, right? He's going to be able to have these large counter hit routes, because that's what he wants. He wants to try to put you in a bad situation right here, but that's a great 5P. It's a good situation for GSWC. Trying to keep up these life rolls. Good back throw from Arti, though. Going to be able to get the INO mix. With the flying backdash off the no mix.
Last time out of the air, coming right in with the dive. We're taking him all the way to the corner here. This is going to stale pretty heavily. I think you're... No. Okay. I just thought myself there for a second. I was like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, INO super, fortunately eats a lot of hits, so it's able to dust crush right at the very end. So no need to worry about any situations of, oh no, it's not going to kill.
Oh no, is it Anji? Yeah, the Japanese guts, right?
Good safety right there for GSW.
Okay, air block, you still have to hold this in the corner, trying to F out of there. Ooh, I like it, trying to bait out a throw potentially. That pick once again, the drink of choice here for Arti. Getting the screen carry at the same time. BRC, we've seen some magic happen before here from GSWC. It's happening one more time.
Good YRC just gets out of there, forces the guard. Well, it catches the double overhead into the dive. Follows the Psycho Crushers. GSWC really trying to find an opportunity just to get out of this, trying to find a chance to even press where they can, but Arti's just keeping the mix again and again and again.
Yeah, a lot of pressure resets coming out here from the Mad Love here. Finds the counter hit on the 5H. This is that grip we were talking about. Not as much as I really expected, but as I said, gets the American reset.
Well, what you don't love to see is that sliver of health being left, being able to below wires, PRC right there. Self-save, a little clip off the JH right there with the hover dash, but it is neck and neck for both these players. Full charge dust, it's not going to work out. But Arti has to burst out, and a run up 60 will catch them, keeping GSWC alive in this round.
Using a very old tactic against INO to kind of as you're running, lower your hurt box down to run in and sniper.
And then you saw being able to utilize spin as well. Something we haven't seen too much from GSWC, as if you're a little too predictable with it. It can be scary, but once again, run up 6 feet, doing good, catching out those chemical gloves.
Out of the air, one of the coolest air throws in the game. And you have the new buff coming out here. That is extremely plus now, the 2H.
Yes, yeah. It's definitely something that if GSWC can continue to look this, could be very advantageous for them. But Arti quickly finding that coast-to-coast combo, getting the wall breaker as well, being able to keep it up. Parry super not going to work out. Throw RC. Should be scaled a lot right here, especially with little risk available on deck for GSWC, with the full charge dive coming out, and Arti now up 2-0.
Arti able to squeeze it out there too. Yeah, what a gamble there at the end with the counter super coming up from GSW. But let's see if it works out this time.
Not implemented just yet, but the ANJ 2 going to be working on great for good Abari, but Arti not looking to get to this just yet.
I like it. Trying to beat him air to air many times, but Arti just keeps coming out on top over and over again. Get another wall break in the process here. Let's see if they get around to run up, give a little more respect. Spinning it right through, and I like the stop there from Arti, respecting it. Charge dust.
Right now, GSWC though not going to let that charge dust punish them too much as they're finally continuing this corner pressure. Arti once again finding that dive. 6Ps though. GSWC has been so on point, consistently finding these opportunities to anti-air Arti as much as possible. PRC off the super right there with almost a good name, but GSWC prepared and ready to punish.
But not prepared for the low there from GSWC. Able to clean it up there at the end, bringing the mop out, but fans his toe. No, just punished there from Arti. As I say that though, does get a little bit of carry with some damage on top of it.
That push block about spending 50% of that first cage to not have to hold the note mix, which is always the scariest part. Double overhead connecting and working up for Arti. Gets the wall break as well. Positive bonus. What they can do with this, but GSWC just the confident up back, being able to get out, forces the burst out for Arti. Arti locking them down once more.
Hey, first wait, oh, he has to sliver a healthy. Might as well make something happen, but a trade not in your favor. Arti looking poised to take this potentially.
Arti is one health bar away, sitting at that 2 point. GSWC though not wanting to go down without a fight, finding an early hit, tried to spin, but it's not going to work out. The Fujin follow-ups cannot connect, and that allows Arti to get a punish right here.
Fujin this time, okay, PRC mix up. Great blocks come out from Arti. Not going to be cracked open, as I say that. Gets hit low, creates some space in the process.
Good punishment stroke right there, being able to press that 2P to not allow them to challenge afterward. The hard knockdown as well, trying to catch Arti back dashing, trying to up back and get out of situations, but
Making a witch.
yeah.
Many attempts come out there from GSWC. Arti keeps finding their way in. Extension with the RC.
Not, no, choosing the same thing either in the post-wall break situation. Doesn't want to go for Megalo.
First away. Yeah, got the full extension. Good stuff there from Arti. Take it over